Hello, vinyl community. My name is Gary, and my channel is the Yo Man, and this is my VC introduction video, and I'm doing the Vinyl Tag 2021. 20 questions. Andrew Tales from the Crate created, and everybody's doing it, wanting new people to enter the vinyl community, and so this is my introduction. Question number one. My discovery of 2020. This is the Shoes, present tense, 1979, power pop. Just picked this up on a whim and liked it a lot. Good vocals, crunchy guitars. And this is on the red Electra. Also got their 1981 tongue twister. And it's not quite as good, but definitely will look for the Shoes out of Illinois. Question number two is a quarantine buy. This is The Miracle in Richfield about the Cavaliers of 1976. So it's not music related, but I saw this in a record shop in Akron, Ohio, but they did not have it for sale, so I got it off of Discogs. So it's got a custom label. Question number three, an album you want to find in 2021. U2's Achtung Baby. This is a bootleg, and I want to get the 2-record official release that they have. This is on blue vinyl, but it's a European bootleg, so I want to upgrade that one. Question number four is show a box set, and I have the box set for The Police. Has their 5 studio albums, and the 6th album is all the B-sides and some of their first singles that were never released on an album. Comes with a booklet, and I will show you the 6th album. They call it Flexible Strategies, but it's, like I said, it's got the sorry about the glare there, it's got the B-sides track listing. You might be able to see it on that one. Okay, question number 5 is show a concept album. Rick Wakefield, The 6 Wives of Henry VIII is my concept album. Rick Wakeman sometimes does get a lot of that swirling organ, but when I'm in the mood for keyboards, I go for this album. Question number 6, album where the artist changed directions. Okay, this album in 1974 or 75, Jeff Beck went all instrumental instead of trying to form his own groups. Blow by Blow, one of my favorite Jeff Beck albums. And from then on, he's pretty much been instrumental rock. This version is quadraphonic, but I also do have a Japanese release with the obi. Okay, question number 7 is show a white label promo. And I have Bruce Springsteen's breakout album Born to Run from 1975, I do believe. And found this for $7. I don't think they knew what they had, so I was pleasantly surprised when I found that for $7. Question number 8 is compilation album. This is Freak Out USA on the Sidewalk label, and it's got a lot of good psychedelic groups that I'm trying to pick up their albums, but it's got the Glass Family, the Hands of Time, Everybody's Children, the Mugwumps, among others. So kind of neat. Got that at the Houston Record Show, I do believe. Question number 9 is show an album that you had a story about. And this is Michael Stanley Band out of Cleveland, Ohio, where I'm kind of originally from. This is their live album and happens to be a white label promo also. But the story about this album is the cover. It doesn't give the any credits for who the girl is, but Jim at the Houston Record Convention, he's also from Cleveland area and knew Michael Stanley and says it's Michael Stanley's wife. So I don't know how true that story is, but that's the story. Again, this is their live album of, I think, their 3rd or 4th album, and it's got some of the early hits that they had. Let me see where my place is. Question number 10, an album that needs a vinyl press. This is Collective Soul Dosage, which I think will get a vinyl press for the 25th anniversary. They did their first album. And Dosage is the good song on that one. Pardon me. Heavy is the cut on that, which really has some good, strong guitars. And I use that to crank it up real high and test stereo systems. Question number 11 is show a common album and an uncommon album. So for my common album, I have Deep Purple's Machine Head. This is not an original, but it is a gatefold, and it's pretty common. So side B has Smoke on the Water. For my uncommon album, I'm going with the Barons. This is kind of a self-produced album. The Barons are from Rosenberg, essentially Houston, Texas, where I live now. And this, they played just local area, Knights of Columbus or VFWs, that sort of thing. And the reason I picked up the album is, yes, they cover Smoke on the Water along with some others. It's not the greatest version of Smoke on the Water, but it's the only cover version I've ever seen. So they went ahead and did that. So because of this album, I'm starting to collect these stock cover albums to see if they're any good or not. I don't know. Question number 12 is show an EP. This is U2's Wide Awake in America, and it has some cuts off of the Unforgettable Fire album, 2 live cuts, and 2 B-sides. And Bad is the live cut. That's the reason I got this EP. And it's a real good version of that. Number 13 is show a girl group. And 6 girls. Yes, the Quinto sisters, Holly Jolly Christmas. And they actually recorded the song before Burl Ives did, made it real common. So you really have to be in the mood for girls singing Christmas stuff. Number 14, an album cover you love. And this is 1978's Resurrection Band, Awaiting Your Reply. This is a Christian hard rock group. And it's got even a gatefold with lyrics and pictures and stuff. But anyway, pretty striking front cover. This is on the Star Song label out of Houston. Question number 15 is an album you've listened to the most, and it's got to be The Police, Ghost in the Machine. This is a US version, and I used to use this to study in college. Too Much Information is the song that I would listen to and relate to when I'm studying long hours during college. Here's the label. And I'm going to go ahead and show a Yugoslavian version of it. Cover is pretty much the same, but it does have a different label on the A&M label. Question number 16, an album that you had to have an original press. And that's Ornette Coleman's The Shape of Jazz to Come. Actually, this is the only copy I've ever seen. So I snatched it up for $10 at the Austin Record Show in Austin, Texas. And it's a little rough, but it is an original Atlantic. The Atlantic label changes colors and stuff, so sometimes I don't know which version it is, but it is an original. 17, the last album you purchased. Janis Joplin's Pearl in quadraphonic. This is the Full Tilt Boogie Band, and I really enjoy this album. I saw it for $1 at the Goodwill, and it was in kind of rough shape, and it's a little too rough to play. So my $1 kind of struck out there, but I kind of wanted to hear that album in quad, see if it was any different. Question number 18, an album that they just don't get. And I'm afraid I'm one of the Neil Young trans fans, and it's on Quiax 2, so it really sounds nice. Got into this in 1982 when it came out, and have loved it ever since. Some of his others in the 80s are really hit and miss, but this one I liked. The vocoder, I guess is what they call it, what he uses. And yeah, I like it when I'm in the mood for electronic music like that. Question number 19 is show a punk album. The Clash self-titled US version is the one I have, and the only other punk album I have is the London Calling. I figured somebody else would show that, so it's on Epic. And last question, 20, show a 2020 reissue. I'm going to hit the Collective Soul again for the reissues. And this is their self-titled. Had the CD ever since it came out, and really excited to pick up a vinyl version of it. And the first side is all the loud songs, and toward the end you get the quieter songs, and I really like the vinyl version of those songs. She Gathers Rains, When the Water Falls, and Reunion, that sort of thing. Okay, that's my vinyl introduction video. Thanks.